Yo, what's up, people? It's another wonderful day right here on Studio Stu TV, and the name is Kobe to the J to the A to the Y. This is the Loud Lounge Plus, and we're bringing you another episode of what you know we do best: speaking, interviewing, and having an interaction with artists, persons who make up the entertainment segment. Let me take a breather when I come. I introduce my guest for today, and we have a conversation in the house. Okay, what's up, people? It's another wonderful day, right?
Hello, everyone. This is Joshua.
My name is Ranydopesongz.
Together we are Castro.
We are here to motivate the youth, you know, say.
Wonderful things, more music, collaborations, and videos. All right, yo, keep watching Studio 2. Medasi, let's go.
Charlie, before subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Super number one favorite channel. This is Studio Stu TV. My name is Kobe J, and you know how we do it. This is the Loud Lounge Plus. Come back from that break, and as I mentioned earlier, I have a wonderful personality in the building, and today we have a conversation. Kobe.
Yo, what's up, bro?
You know, he's Kobe, but he prefers to be called Rany.
Yeah, exactly.
Rany.
Yeah.
Rany.
Yeah,
what's
bro.
up?
Everything I read, everything.
Where from Rany?
Rany comes from my surname. Actually, my surname is Afrani. Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I took the end part, which is,
okay.
If you break the name into two, you're going to have Af and then Rany,
Yeah,
right?
Af and Rany.
Yeah, so I actually coined the meaning for the Rany, which means running away nullifies you. R means running. A means away. N nullifies.
Why?
You.
Rany.
Running away nullifies you.
It nullifies you to do what?
You can't run away from your own self.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to be who you are.
Okay.
So I'm music. Basically, that's what it is. You know.
Whoa, whoa. But you know, Rany is what we know in the entertainment segment.
Exactly.
Who are you in person? Like the real you.
The real me is Set Safo Afrani.
Set
Safo Afrani.
Afrani.
Exactly. Yeah.
SSE.
SSA. Exactly.
SSE.
Exactly.
So, why did you choose Rany? Aside the fact that it is from your surname, does it have any significance to your entertainment craft or something?
Sure. Rany because I actually wanted to use Afrani, which is my surname. You know, that is also kind of unique. But they actually wanted, my fans actually wanted something simple, something more relatable. So instead of Afrani, they ended up calling me Rany. Like they wanted the simplest form. And I felt I was connecting with it. So I had no option than to adopt it.
So has the name been of any positive influence?
Exactly. It has really been of, big influence on me, especially when I decided to give a meaning to every single letter corresponding of the word Rany. Okay. Yeah. And it has really inspired me to move on. You know, there are times when you feel so down, you feel so weak, and you feel like giving up. And then I just remember every letter of the name. Okay. Running away nullifies you. Okay. Then I just bounce back harder. Okay. So it's been of a very positive influence to me.
How long have you been using Rany?
I've been using Rany since 2016. So let's say it's approximately seven years. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, so this is the Loud Lounge Plus, and today I have Rany Set Safo Afrani in the building. So most of you will know him as Rany, but most of you wouldn't have known his real name. So today I've given you his real name, right? Exactly. Let's do a little bit education. Yeah. Let's go back. Where did you school? What did you study? SHS, tertiary. Let's know a bit of that.
Yeah, sure. I actually attended an Akwakubuatin experimental. That is from the basic level. Okay. Yeah, okay. And then I moved on to New Drabin Senior High School in Koforidia, the Eastern Regional Capital. And then from New Drabin, I went on to study Diploma in Basic Education at Accra College of Education.
Okay.
Yeah, I did Diploma in Basic Education at Accra College of Education, and I taught for a while. Came back to Valley View University on study leave, and here I am, just doing me.
So are you still in the teaching field?
I'm still on study leave, man. I'm studying.
How long do you want to study?
So long as music breaks through.
So what are you going to do with the teaching?
Oh, teaching is every part of life, and I think I'm still holding on to it, especially being a musician. Gives you even the bigger classroom. It gives you the bigger world to even teach. So I don't think I've given up on the teaching. I'm still doing it, but in a different way.
You know, when you come down to our people, it looks like when you say teaching, it's all about being in the classroom, not necessarily doing it out there in other forms. You understand? So looking at Rany doing music, how do you combine music and then the classroom work? Unless your teaching is going to be an outside classroom teaching. You get it? Yeah. So how do you combine in classroom and music?
Okay. When I wasn't on campus studying and when I wasn't on study leave, I think I was balancing it. You know, looking at the engagement period, the time you need to be in the classroom normally spans from Mondays to Fridays. And all these periods are okay because most of the musical activities are done during the weekends. Yeah. So, and I don't think there's going to be any major gig apart from that, the ones that happen on holidays. There would not be any major gig that would need you to so much be there in the day, right? So it was easy balancing, and especially when you know what you're up to. When you know the tasks ahead and you know where you are supposed to be at the right time, it's not much of a big deal. Sure.
With no disrespect.
Yeah.
I like your hairstyle.
Thank you so much.
Very unique.
Thank you so much.
But how do you combine teaching with this in Ghana?
It's not easy at all. And like I said, because I'm on study leave, and maybe my institution permits it. That is okay for now.
So once you are done.
But if I should be actively in the service, I don't think anybody is going to tolerate this. But as a matter of fact, I mean, I don't know why we judge people by, especially the hair, than what they have to offer. I just don't know why. We live in a country where people just look at people and then they get stigmatized to the point that, I mean, we read meanings into everything they do, which is very, very wrong. I have colleagues teaching in China, some in Kuwait, Qatar, with dreadlocks, earrings. I communicate with them all the time. And they're like, no, if you think you're going to be stigmatized here, after college, hurry up, come up there, and let's do something together.
So meaning you are looking at going up there?
Oh, for now, I just want to concentrate on my music, because I know music will take me more places than just limiting myself to.
Let's move away from you. This is still the Loud Lounge Plus, and today I am here with Rany, a teacher who is ventured into music. Sure. So why music?
Music, because I mean, it's been my passion from day one, and that is something I do effortlessly. You know, I don't need to struggle to make music. That is one thing. I don't need to struggle to make music. If you drop a beat right now and I feel I connect with the beat, by 20 minutes time I should be done with a full song if you're in the studio. Yeah, and they are not songs that will just come and then be blown away. There are songs that will come and then make impact, like last a while, a long while. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So when did the whole musical dream start?
Yeah, it started when I was in the junior high school. Yeah, I have always had love for music. I remember when I was in the basic school, my mom had this wireless. You know, by then there were not so many stations. So I will go get the wireless, and when they are all asleep, I'll put it under my pillow, lower it to the point that no one can hear.
You do the listening alone.
Apart from just me. So I listen to music just because I loved it to the point that even when they are asleep, I know they will ask me to shut it down. So I have my own way of listening to. Hope you get me.
I get you.
Yeah. So it went on to the point that at JSS we were learning lines from Obrafo, Kwade, and all these legends. And I stuck it so much to the point that I could really sing everything from Obrafo to Kwade word for word. And by the time I realized I was representing my school for Fun World and other.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Fun World.
Yeah.
That's long.
It's been ages. Yeah, it's been very long. Yeah. I was representing my school, singing copyright songs of all these legends. And by the time I got to senior high school, first year, I was just writing my own songs like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was just writing my own songs.
You recall your very first song?
Yes, I do really recall.
And the story behind your very first song?
Yeah, I do.
I want to believe it's not a heartbreak song. No, being in secondary school definitely should be obvious.
No.
It's not.
On the contrary, it's a very educative one.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It's an HIV related something.
Oh, nice.
I think at that time, the whole HIV menace was just about gaining popularity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we did is with a couple of guys, we sat down. We wrote something educative to help combat and curb and educate people on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So, Rany.
Yo, bro.
What genre of music do you do?
I would say I am music. I have no boundary. I have no boundary because I connect with every genre.
So, if I'm getting you, you are like a master of all trade.
I'm not. Exactly. I'm a master of all trade.
But at least one should top all.
You see, you know Castro?
Yeah.
You know Castro?
Ole Monko.
Yeah, I see myself as the new Castro. Yeah, I see myself. Castro eventually was doing dancehall, was doing high life, was doing hip hop. He was doing virtually every genre of music. So I see myself as the new Castro. Like, I just love music to the point that I don't want to be defined by a genre.
Okay.
I just want to be seen as an all-round musician.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
All right. I want you to take a breath here as you prepare to give us a freestyle. You know, we've been talking for quite some minutes now, and then my people would like to know. He says he's an artist, but what makes him an artist? So we are going to get a freestyle from you. But before, let me say a very big thank you to Blueprint Lounge for giving us this opportunity. You want the very best place to host your events, parties, funeral gatherings, wedding ceremonies, nightclubs and stuff. Just look no further than Blueprint Lounge. They've got the very best of everything here, from drinks to certain places to spaces for events and more. Look no further than Blueprints Lounge. So, Rany,
bro.
So right now I want to enjoy a freestyle verse or a freestyle session from you. The floor is yours. The mic is yours. As I said, you know, let me take. It's getting cold in here.
Get on. All right. It's amazing how we met, and it's a miracle how we still live on. Say they never wish us good. They say this relationship will never go on, but we still hold on tight, breaking through the tide. All the haters with us to support and see we then the shine. I got her right inside, she's always by my side. Baby, you take me higher. Oh, 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 oh. All the haters with us to support and see we then they hide. Oh, oh, oh. All the haters with us to support and see we then the shine. Woke up this morning, I'm feeling so humble, yeah. Go down from my knees, say, "Jah bless my hustle." Yeah, as I walk down the street, many go to see me smile. Many too go to frown, no, but I leave them to Baba. He be my shepherd, and I shall not want. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall not fear, for thou art with me, thy rod and staff, they comfort me. Man, I conquer today, and I conquer tomorrow. I refuse to lose, no matter the obstacle. I was born to win. Man, I conquer today, and I conquer tomorrow. I refuse to lose, no matter the obstacle. I was born to win.
Man, I conquer today, man, I conquer tomorrow. I refuse to lose. You understand? Take a sip, bro. Take a sip. Take a sip. Let's take a sip here. You understand? Very good. Very necessary. So let's come back to our conversation. So professionally, how many songs does Rany have?
They are countless.
That was a beautiful freestyle there.
Thank you.
And I believe it's one of your songs, right?
Yeah, it's one of the songs. The first one isn't recorded yet.
Oh,
yeah, I just wrote it yesterday. Yeah.
Like fresh.
Yeah, so fresh. That's so fresh.
So this is fresh right here on Studios 2.
Yeah.
Exclusive. You're not getting it anywhere.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
Like, no, we not tear the rubber stuff.
The rubber stuff, we not tear. It's
We
still
not package.
body.
No, we not package them yet, sir.
Sharp.
We not package them. So
Sharp.
right here on Studios 2. You see what we if you do, Charlie? So how many tracks professionally do you have?
I think I have over 20 releases out there professionally. Like releases, the ones in the system that you can just Google or just look for Rany Dopesongz and then come across. It should be over 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the ones I'm yet to release, I think those ones add up to over 80 something. Yeah. The ones I'm yet to release, the ones I've worked on, I have in studios, I have in the production line. Yeah.
So 7 years in the game.
Sure.
We have over 20 songs out.
Sure.
Aside the fact that you loved music from infancy, what is your greatest motivation in becoming a musician or an artist?
My greatest motivation is life itself. Life, you know, you wake up to life, and then life itself leads you to a path where you get to experience everything around you. Comes with sound. You know, right now we're sitting here, we can hear the siren blaring, right?
Yeah.
That sound.
Yeah.
You talking, me talking, that sound. You can hear or feel the air whistling.
Yeah.
That is sound. So everything around me, once I have life, has to do with sound. Yeah. So that's my biggest motivation to music.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's take a quick break. Let's do some sippings in the house.
Sure.
The energy level is coming low.
You see.
We need to revitalize
boost it.
the energy
Exactly.
and then come back. So let's take a break. Don't move. Stick and stay. I'll be right back. Okay, what's up, people? It's another wonderful day right
Hello, everyone. This is Joshua. My name is Andrew Payne. Together we are Ketcher.
We are here to motivate the youth, you know, say.
Wonderful things, more music, collaborations, and videos. All right, yo, keep watching Studio 2. Medasi, let's go.
Charlie, before subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Super number one favorite channel. This is Studio 2 TV. My name is Kobe J, and you know how we do it. This is the Loud Lounge Plus. All right, so welcome back from that break. And as I mentioned earlier, we are right here inside Blueprint Lounge. And today, they've given us this beautiful space to use for the interview. And I'm doing this with Rany. Rany, welcome back, bro.
Thanks, bro.
I hope the
Thanks,
cap
bro.
inside
So
the energy be
sure.
Big ups to my bosses. Then this for there.
Then duo.
Let's move on. So when you decided to do music professionally, how did family take it? You know, sometimes they feel you just got to work to school.
It's not been easy, you know. Honestly, I come from a family that has that kind of high moral standards, and then they expect you to toe that same line. And as a matter of fact, it wasn't easy. My mom, for instance, man, it got to a point where I was almost neglected from home. Yeah, but you know, she realized I was so determined. I was so certain about what I was doing, and I wasn't really ready to go contrary to it. So it got to a point where she was like, hey, the banner crown on when I mean, he was a kid, he would just pick anything up and then use it as microphone to sing. So if it has gotten to this point where he thinks he's an adult and knows what he wants,
let me allow him.
Let me allow him. Oh, sure. And I remember when I won my first awards at the first edition of Emerging Music Awards.
Oh, you've been to Emerging Music?
Yeah, I won.
Oh, wow, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Traditional Song of the Year 2019.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so when I won, and then, I mean, I spent a couple of days in Accra after winning. So when I got back to Koforidua, as soon as she heard I was coming, man, the way she was,
the joy,
just to come and welcome me and everything, I was like, yeah, I feel refreshed now. I feel like I've been accepted for who I am.
Wow.
You know, yeah, that's what it is.
Talking about awards, how many awards can we boast of now?
We can boast of 3 awards and countless nominations.
Whoa.
Yeah, just that I honestly, I am not someone who is really into the awards, because I don't want that to get into my head. Yeah. So if before I go into an award, that means it's worth it at that time. Yeah, I don't really chase the awards here and there, but I make sure when the time is due, I join if I find it like a space that would sort of project my brand. I'll get on.
7 years in the industry, over 20 songs. Who writes songs for Rany?
Whoa. I'm yet to have any other writer, but it's just been me, and me. I'm not so proud saying it's only me. I know at the right time I'll get into a space where people will come on board and then we'll share ideas. But there are times where I hear stuffs on the streets, or I hear people post certain stuffs, and when I find it like worth relating to, I can take a vibe from there and then put it into my songs. So me saying I write it all by myself doesn't mean I think it out all by myself, but sometimes I get inspired from people, from billboards, it could be anything. Sure.
That is what inspires you to
exactly.
write songs.
It could be just a writing on the wall, and then it will just trigger me to start writing something.
Before we come to your challenges in the industry, whether you are under a brand or a label or something, let's talk about your new song.
Yeah.
Your new song, the very latest one.
Yeah, sure.
But before, let's have a feel of it. Then now we talk about it.
All right.
So over to you, Joe Lati. Let's have a feel of the latest song.
It says, system breaking down when nobody seem to talk, or they won't be the vote. Now see, do what I'm better. They say the youth man be the future. I don't see them in the picture. Maybe you can get all the credit for yourself. What the nation wealthy? What happened to Gollum say? What the ordinary Ghanaian no fit to eat 2 times a day? The land is so.
This is like an advice or a beef song.
Not really a beef song, you know. It's more of an educative song.
Yeah.
It is telling the Ghanaian, like, as to say, like, you know, that kind of mental awareness. We need to be awakened, thinking, say, the politician is going to do everything for us. You know, we should be awakened to know that, no, let's go get what we want as people. We shouldn't really sit down and think the politician is going to change our goals, everything overnight. First of all, they will better themselves before they think of us.
Sure.
Yeah. So it says, they say the youth man be the future, but I don't see them in the picture. Maybe you're creating all the change for yourselves. So it says, what a nation wealthy? What happened to Gollum say? Why the ordinary Ghanaian no fit to eat 2 times a day? The land is so blessed and so cursed, greedy men everywhere. Oh no. So I see a generation of sad people in happy pictures.
You know, don't sing it all here. Hold on. This is more like a hip-hop track, right?
Sure.
This is more like a hip-hop track. Very good. So what, aside the fact that you used the normal things that are happening, is there any other special motivation behind this song?
Yeah, I think the main motivation is, you know, we live in an era where the only time you see people smile is when they pose for the cameras, like, hey, smile. Then they smile.
Cheese, take a picture.
Yeah, but after the picture, when
the pain, the head,
and everything comes back naturally.
Yeah.
So if you could hear a line in the song, I was like, I see a generation of sad people in happy pictures.
Yeah.
And then the response goes like, with no hope for tomorrow.
So that's like a daily, day in, day out song.
Exactly.
Wow.
A song everybody can relate to.
What's the title of the song?
It's called Sad People.
Sad People.
Sad People.
Sad People.
Yeah.
Is out there on all streaming platforms?
It's going to be out there on 20th.
Okay.
That is, we have 2 days more to hit.
Wow.
Sad People.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's going to be out on all digital platforms.
Wow.
YouTube,
Everywhere.
Audiomack, Boomplay, Spotify, Deezer, all the streaming platforms.
So speaking to your management, they made me understand that your video is yet not out, but you have something that you can show out there for people. So once the song is out, we would also release it on all our platforms for our people to also. Very good. So when it is out, where are we going to get this?
Okay, for Sad People, it's going to be exclusive on YouTube and Audiomack.
Okay.
Because we feel we really want to connect with the fan base over there.
Okay.
So it's going to be on YouTube and Audiomack for over a month, about a month, yeah. And then you can get it on the other platforms too.
Okay.
Because we want to direct our fans to
YouTube
and Audio Mac.
So YouTube and Audio Mac, what's the name?
Rany Dopesongz.
Rany Dopesongz. RANYDOPESONGS. Is Z. Okay, so Rany Dopesongz exactly. On YouTube and Audio Mac. In fact, on all social media platforms,
exactly.
On all streaming platforms.
But
for now, Sad People is going to be out on YouTube and Audio Mac.
Yeah.
Right. Now let's come to we're gradually coming to the end. Now let's look at the challenges you face as an artist.
With the challenges, I need to say. If I don't say,
all right. So as it's sipping, this is the Loud Lounge Plus coming your way today from the Blueprint Lounge inside Kutubabi, and I'm vibing here with Rany Dopesongz right here. Big ups to the whole crew once again. I'm not mentioning anybody. Big ups to them all. So let's come back. Challenges.
Kobe, it's noisy. The challenges are actually countless. You know, it got to a time, I think somewhere last year, I mean, I posted on my timeline that I'm quitting music. You know, because I was alone in my closet, reflecting on so many things I could have done, and probably been elsewhere. But here I am, spending all of this on music and everything. And I was like, nobody sent me. I chose this journey. So I need to get back to it, overcome the challenges and pains, and then get back to it. So basically, like every emerging artist will tell you, it's financial. The challenges are more financial because it will hurt so much to get into a space where you perform, people hear your vibe, and be like, why is this guy still underground? I met a very similar situation. Shout out to Kewa of Highly Spiritual. I met him in a studio around Jamestown with Mr. Drew. They were shooting the video for Mood. And then they were just offset for a while, and the Team Express producers, those who were shooting the movie, those who were shooting the video actually played my song. So Kewa heard it and was like, whose song is this? And they were like, it's that guy's. So he called me and then told me, man, this is a very big song. Why is the song not out there? I broke into tears. I was just crying because he knew the situation. Say, up and coming artist, when you blow your dear, and you're not done dear, you know. So some motivated me. Say, if Kewa has heard my song and then he's saying it's rich, it should have been out there big, then it means I'm on the right path. I'm doing it. Hope you get me. Yeah. So basically, the challenge on my side, I think it's all about not being financially endowed to push it by myself. Yeah. So if I could have anybody with musical knowledge, not just anybody with knowledge of the entertainment space that would want to rally around me, and then let's move on together. I think it's going to be a fantastic journey. Yeah.
Do I need to throw more light on what he said? He's mentioned it all. And I don't need to throw more light on it. But are you under any management?
Currently, I'm not.
So you are open?
I'm not. I'm open. Just that I've had a couple of people making approach. But you know, once it's not sealed, it's not sealed. I haven't put pen on paper to sign anything, so I can't say I'm under any sort of management. Yeah.
So far, so good. This is what time will permit us to bring today's session of the Loud Lounge Plus right here. But before, now we have an issue in this country, and it looks like actors have started complaining. Some artists have started complaining. Being an emerging artist, looking at how we throw in light as presenters, media personnel, on some things people term as unnecessary. Let's take the look-alike guys. So recently, one actor made a post that why should we interview them instead of interviewing up-and-coming artists and actors. What do you take on that?
Well, in the first place, I think everybody, in a way, is entitled to their own opinion. Yeah, so just like they are entitled to their opinion, I can also say my opinion. Yeah, and without hurting anybody's feelings.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's not bad to see people want to imitate some personalities. Everywhere around the world, it's happened to Kanye, it's happened to Jay-Z, it's happened to all these big guys. And it depends on how we look at it.
Okay.
You know, you the artist can even use them to sort of boost your brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when they go overboard to the point that they impersonate and really want to behave like you, really want people to see them as the original person, that is when I would have a problem with it.
Okay.
But if it's just for the game, you the artist must as well know how to use them to your advantage.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right. And creativity has a whole long span. You know, we have innovation and then we have invention. So let's say the original one is the inventor and somebody is trying to be innovative about what you're doing. Yeah. You should be proud that you've been able to touch somebody from that angle. You get me? Okay. Just that they shouldn't step overboard.
Okay.
To want to use your name to sort of, that one is going to be really bad. Yeah.
Our last segment is the game segment. And this time around, we play a fun game. So numbers 1 to 20. You choose one, and then you do what is there. Number 1 to 20.
1 to 20.
I beg, pick something simple.
I'm supposed to pick just a number.
Just a number. People have come to pick numbers and
okay.
It's been war in here.
I'll pick 8. That's my life path. So,
number 8.
Yeah, I'll pick 8.
Number 8. Oh, let me drop the phone. It reminds me of an issue that happened yesterday. So someone posted, I think table tennis players or during a table tennis game, the national anthem should be sung. And then someone wrote, okay, so me too, I think Asamoah and you too, you should learn how to sing the national anthem. So number 8, sing Ghana's national anthem.
Hey! This thing there, if you don't sing Sepe, when somebody says sing, the pressure alone they come with. All right.
So Ghana's national anthem.
Let me give it a try. Should I recite or sing?
Sing.
Okay. God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make our nation great and strong, both to defend forever the cause of freedom and of pride. Fill our heart with true humility, make us cherish fearless honesty, and help us to resist oppressors with all our will and might forevermore.
I beg, this one there, them people, then they fight Nanado. We they beg. This is just for the show. That's why we didn't stand. I beg. Make nobody go post me say, we will sing the national anthem, then we they stand. We they sing. I beg. It's just for the show. So your final words, your shout outs, your social media handles, and then contact, if possible, where we could link up with Rany Dopesongz.
All right. Before you sign out, I'd want to say a big shout out to Kobe J, the blogger. Kobe J, the blogger.
Kobe J, be my boss.
Kobe J, the blogger. I'm sorry, forgive me for that. Kobe J, the blogger. Yeah. A big shout out to you. Big shout out to the whole crew. Man, it's been an awesome session with you guys, you know. Yeah. And I want to say shout outs to man like Kofi Tanshin, came with me all the way from Coast City to come experience this great vibe, man. And all my fans across the world, I don't want to limit them to Koforidua because my fans are scattered all around the world. Shout outs to you, wherever you're watching me from. I know you're going to be streaming this, so shout outs to you for watching me. Shout outs to all my G's that has been with me from day one. And if you want to follow me on social media, all the handles, Rany Dopesongz, Rany Dopesongz, R-A-N-Y, and then Dope and Songs, but the songs ends with a Z. Sure. Shout outs to every DJ holding me down, DJ Kinino and DJ Jasolo. The names go on and on, DJ Blay, every DJ holding me down. Shout out to big man like Brad Tobias for linking me up for this very awesome interview. And then if you want to stream my songs, they're on Boomplay, Audiomack, Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. Rany Dopesongz, and you're going to have a whole catalog of endless songs. Shout outs to everybody. Big up to you.
Shout outs to everybody and big ups to you from myself and the entire crew. So coming your way live from Blueprint Lounge inside Kotobabi. I mentioned it earlier. Anything you want, anything. In fact, anything you want. Be it event in Kwadi, Blueprint Lounge is the place for you. The name is Kobe, this is Studio 2 TV. And don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. It's a wrap. Okay, what's up, people? It's another wonderful day, right?
Hello, everyone. This is Joshua. My name is Andrew Payne. Together we are Castro.
We are here to motivate the youth, you know, say.
Wonderful things, more music, collaborations, and videos. All right, yo, keep watching Studio 2. Medasi, let's go.
Charlie, before subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Super #1 favorite channel. This is Studio 2 TV. My name is Kobe J, and you know how we do it. This is the Loud Lounge Plus.
Studios 2 TV. The truth is here in your eyes.